はい、こんにちは、皆さん。これはAsiaFortress Cup 13です。I can't do it.
今日、俺たちカースティングのNokorimon vs DLLM 素晴らしいですね。
お、すげえな。
俺のカスター、アレックス・ウズマキ・ナルトさん。俺、名前はマンキリ・ルーフィです。
お Yes! Hello! Hello to everyone. It's, of course, the AsiaFortress Cup 13. Tonight is going to be the Div 2 upper bracket semifinals. It's going to be DLLM facing off against Nokorimon. That's right. Delayed last minute facing off against Nokorimon. That's, of course, the current rank 2. Facing off the current rank 3. And on the casting panel, of course, we have Harvey. Hello.
Hi. Well, other than the embarrassing Japanese introduction, I think it's a pretty exciting match here. I think both teams are fairly even. I've been wanting to cast this team for a while now. I think this is probably like the two favorites going into the season, like to make the grand finals.
Ooh.
Of course, there's like, you know, the surprising improvement of aim percent, but I think these two teams have the experience, and I think these are the teams we'll be seeing in the grand finals.
Ooh, that is going to be interesting. So we're already getting a sneak peek of what is potentially to come. Let's go through the rosters really quickly. For the side of DLLM, we've got, I think these are the names provided to me. So Konma is going to be on Demoman, Pocket's going to be Divinus, I believe that's Crimson, iPhone is going to be on Roma, Sir9 and Ruby are the Scouts, Ghosty is going to be the Medic. Of course, their names will not be what we have here, so we're just going to have to go in and play along with those later on. For the side of Nokorimon, it's Nasudo and Sigaraki. On Scouts, we've got Shige and Shinzo on the Roma, and Pocket Demoman is going to be ISO, and Takudo is going to be the Medic. So please provide us some insight on players to look out for.
One thing I do know is that Nokorimon isn't playing with their core Pocket, who's Posey. And from like my understanding of their team, like by talking to them, playing with them, I believe this team's strengths revolve around Posey and Nasudo as a combo. ISO generally doesn't really like involve himself in the fights that much. His role, I guess, in this team is to just ensure that like things don't go wrong for the team. He's just like the glue of the team, you know. He doesn't really take the Uber, like all the Ubers, and does a lot of damage, but he just doesn't just make sure his team doesn't get in trouble. So I think without Posey here, it's honestly gonna be a lot tougher. Their Pocket sub is Abe, whose name is Shinzo. Yeah. And I would say Abe does not have as much experience as Posey playing Pocket because he's a Roma main, and I just think Posey is the best Pocket in Div 2, so you know, it would be a huge loss for the Japanese team. And additionally, with ISO's ping being at 120 against Konma at 20 ping, I think Nokorimon are actually the underdogs for this entire series.
Yeah, so they're not playing with, you know, they have like the full proper roster that they have been using, and we've got you know, the other players coming into sub instead of having Posey on it. So it's just, we're just gonna have to see how they play around with the current roster. Everyone's already in the server, so we should be able to give them the green light, and they should be starting momentarily. For those of you who are just joining us, a very good evening and welcome to the AsiaFortress Cup Season 13. This is the Div 2 upper bracket semi-finals. This is the first week of the playoffs, of course, so the other semi-final upper bracket match hasn't been played yet or hasn't been scheduled. I'm not too sure. It's going to be the excuse me, it's going to be the Korean team facing off against someone else. I can't quite recall who the other team is. But yeah, tonight is going to be the current second place and third place going up against each other. So it's let's just hope for a close match. And I want to see some good plays. Tonight, of course, we are going to be doing a best of 3. So as you can see on the top left hand corner of your screen, you will be seeing those 3 maps that will be played tonight. Potentially 3 maps. That is CP Snakewater followed by Prolands, and if need be, we will move on to Sunshine as the tiebreaker. As we are in the playoff season right now, there will be golden caps. So, you know, contrary to what we've been casting so far, there hasn't been golden caps previously. But as of right now, as of this week, we will start, you know, we'll start seeing those golden caps coming about. Of course, if it's still up in the air, you know, each team takes a map each, we will move on to the third map. That is how the playoffs will be played. So just waiting on the teams to ready up, and then we can actually start. So I see a lot of people already casting votes. Quite a big swing in the favor of DLLM. 71% of the votes going to DLLM, with Nokorimon only getting 29. That is, yeah, Nokorimon definitely going to be the underdogs for tonight. Do you have any personal predictions, Harvey?
Well, I don't want to like write the team off before the game has even started, but from my understanding, I think Snakewater is pretty demo-centric. You don't really have to have a traditional pocket, like taking 300 and leading every push. And I think Demo Man will be pretty important on this map. I think, honestly, Konma and ISO aren't that, like, there isn't that big a skill difference for both of them. But one thing that really hurt them is ISO having 100 ping higher than Konma.
Yeah. So ping is going to come as an issue, come as an issue for the Japanese players. I do believe we have one of the players for the side of DLLM is currently inside spec, so a little bit of idle AFK going on. Once everything's sorted out, they should be able to start soon. But yeah, as we can see, just bringing up that tab scoreboard, we got the Japanese players with ISO at 123. That is pretty much way above the highest ping player for the side of DLLM, which is currently iPhone at 83. But everyone else is pretty much equal so far. Of course, for DLLM, they're having a much lower ping compared to the Japanese players, but all is good, all is fine. Just waiting on the final two players to ready up, and then we can start.
Yeah, if there's any player in Div 2 who gets used to playing high ping, like projectile classes, I would say it's ISO. Like, he plays in Singapore servers with 150 ping and like top damages. So I think ISO's gotten pretty accustomed to playing with high ping. Obviously, there are some things that you can't like avoid, like reactionary things, I guess, to do with high ping. So like that's your disadvantage. But I think ISO will just cope well. He's not a dumb player by any means. And I expect to see a lot of things from Nasudo as well, especially with Posey out. I think Nasudo will be taking more of the Ubers. And Nasudo is a very competent scout. I would say Nasudo and Sir9 are the top two scouts in the division at the moment. It's a pity that Sir9, from my understanding, plays flank and Nasudo plays combo, so we may not get to see them face off as much as I would like, but I still would hope to see a lot of good things from both scouts.
Yeah, so definitely gonna have to look out for that later on. The scouts, gonna see them if they go mano a mano, 1v1. Some anime action going down, gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, once again, broken record for those of you who are just joining us. We are currently just waiting for the final player to ready up. That is Ghosty, I believe, who is going to be readying up. I do believe they're just setting out the configs. So we should be starting soon. This is, of course, the AsiaFortress Cup Season 13 Div 2 Upper Bracket Semi-Finals. It is DLLM delayed last minute facing off against Nokorimons. And yeah, just waiting on Ghosty to ready up. Currently just tossing out arrows on Shige. And once they are ready, we're going to start the first map of the night, which is going to be CP Snakewater. Currently, we are still going to be seeing a 71% vote in favor of DLLM. And we are going to be going live after a couple of restarts. And first map of the night.
So who are you going to keep your camera on for this first bit?
I'm going to follow Konma for his rollout first, and then once we reach mid, we're going to start swapping out. Probably on the soldiers to see if they get that high ground. And we are going to be going live off the bat. This is going to be DLLM facing off against Nokorimon. DLLM, of course, on the blue side, and Nokorimon are on the red team. So this is going to be CP Snakewater. Fairly standard rollout coming from Konma. He's going to be rotating out through the storeroom and going to start spamming straight across. Demomen seem to reach roughly about the same time, and the Solis are going to start jumping up to gain that high ground. Kachao, iPhone does miss that rocket, but he's going to start making his way into that kitchen. Shige is going to be standing on the shed house. Nothing too risky so far. We're going to see the Solis jumping up top. Shige just jumping straight face first into the Demoman, rotating back around into their storeroom. Currently still behind them. Spots the medic. He's going to get possibly caught out. Shige, 25 health, is going to get punished for overstaying his welcome. Divinus falling not too far behind, and that is going to be only one person up for the side of the Japanese players and make that a full wipe on this midpoint fight.
Oh, somehow Takudo was the first one to die at mid. I'm not sure how that happened, but after that, you know, the Nokorimon just tried to go for Ghosty, but Ghosty with some really good jumps on the roof, I guess. Didn't let himself fall to the ground. Wasn't facing the threat of any splash rockets and managed to escape middle with full Uber, and I think he didn't take any damage while he was being attacked.
Yeah, Nasudo lands a very nice headshot down onto iPhone, but there's not going to be able to get any follow-up with the help of the Soli. Spots iPhone again, doesn't quite land that headshot, so iPhone's still going to be fine. The medic was right there to heal him back up, so going to keep the camera on the sniper for now to see if we get any sneaky picks. Just all those heads bobbing on through that lobby side area, but it doesn't look like they're going to be coming in from below. They do have that Uber charge, so they're just going to walk straight in onto the medic. Ooh, just dodges that rocket barely. The Uber is going to get flashed back onto iPhone, who's currently the Uber shiny Soli of choice, but we are going to have some pyro action. Shinzo just going to start spamming those rockets on the point. He's going to get denied, and all they do is just cap it.
Yeah, very surprising not to see any heavy or sentry And I guess ISO was watching a trap from Shutter, and the enemy just went by the other direction, jumped on Siga, and then got Takuto after, and that was just the end for them.
Yeah, so very fast round going by, just less than 2 minutes, and ISO going to start spamming out. Konma reaching much earlier, going to be able to get those stickies in place already. We're going to see iFun jumping up top, get ready for the arrow before we decide to do anything too dumb, and he's going to start jumping forward, straight down into the face of the Demo Man. Gets denied and punished by the scout coming in to save his life. Konma still continuing spamming those pipes. All the players for the Japanese teams are still alive, and the DLLM players, they're just going to start backing out with just Konma, Sen9, and Ghosty.
Yeah, iFun just solo bombed in, I guess. Didn't really have his other soldier to bomb with him. Didn't land all his rockets and he got cleaned up. And I guess really props to Abe for religiously sticking to the high ground, spamming down scouts and soldiers. And you know, after iFun died, Abe continued to establish high ground dominance, and I guess that's how they won the mid.
Yep, so Rui's going to be on that sniper row this time around. He's going to be watching that lobby. It does look like the Japanese players are just hanging back right now, not too keen on pushing into a full Uri charge. The Demo Man is going to be just spamming through the lobby as per usual. Soli, Kachao, iFun is going to be inside that lobby already. Spots the scout in lower. He spots the medic there as well. Tosses out even more damage down. Everyone's a little bit low inside that lower lobby area, and iFun is just going to start backing out, rotating back around. And I don't think the Japanese players are going to go in anytime soon, just probably wait to see if we can get any picks or anything. But Rui's on that sniper row, so they got to be careful about that.
Yeah, here I guess pretty standard. Shige going in for force, fails his jump. Nasudo going in for force as well. They actually don't get anyone. I guess this is going to trigger the push from, okay, iFun dies, but I still think, yeah, okay, blue team's definitely going to push out here. I guess kind of a weird sack, and Takuto's really all the way out. He knows that they're not going to fight this point.
Yeah, just the scout and the medic going to be running all the way out. Natsudo making his way back to the midpoint to link up with them. They still hold on to the Dubi charge though, so no trades going on. They did, with the blue team, you know, the DLLM did lose a couple of players, but they still managed to recap that second point. 26 minutes counting down. The current score is 1-0 in favor of DLLM, and they're just making their way forward into the Saw Room. Konma seemingly leading the charge, but right now it's just going to be another stalemate with everyone just hanging back and spamming each other out. The Japanese players, of course, just watching those flanks, watching that choke as well, watching that Saw Room. ISO having a little bit of lag, as we can see from his ping. But right now it's just going to be a spam fest. Solly going to be watching up top, but apart from that, nothing much getting done.
That was a pretty weird last sack. Shige failed his jump, which I guess was fine. They should have just let him die, but I didn't expect them to send 2 people to sack for the medic. And Shige, after he failed his jump, just shot the sniper instead of the medic, which I felt like wasn't really the correct play. He should have just full committed for Ghosty, who was actually pretty near him. But in general, you don't really see 2-man sacks on Snake Water. And oh, someone's bombing in. Oh, they trade. Okay. Well, I guess it's still gonna be a stalemate. But yeah, I mean, I guess I would like to see Nokorimon execute their sacks in a better and more efficient manner compared to what they did.
Yep, so Shige is just going to be peeking around once again inside the Saw Room, right beside the window. Spots the stickies down below, but apart from that, they're just pretty passive right now. Not much sacks going in though. He spots the scout on the shed house, and apart from spamming out a couple of rockets, that's pretty much it. He eats a couple of rockets, but he's going to be fine. And yeah, nothing much going on right now. It's just giving so much space for the side of DLLM, and they're just respecting each other and not moving in. And no attempts on any bombs or anything. That's quite interesting. Divina's just going on that sniper roll straight away to see if he gets something to get this to move along. And Natsudo's on sniper as well, so that's going to be quite interesting to see who gets the pick first. Natsudo just watching that Saw Room, waiting for them to overextend and peek out. And Divina's going to make his way down below. Going to be able to spot the entire red team once he peeks around this corner. He's really careful. Inching forward a little bit more, spots the sniper, headshot goes down. That's Natsudo, and that may spark something. iPhone's already inside kitchen, and he's probably just gonna see if he can do anything cheeky. The scout does come in, spots him right there, a couple of scatter shots, he's gonna get taken down, and that is the Solly down. So 9 gonna be right there with his medic, and everyone is just standing still. Still got Divinas on that sniper though.
Yeah, DLLM actually has no soldiers right now because their Roma is on sniper, so maybe they could Nokorimon could try and force a better trade since there are fewer spam classes, but I guess they're not going to try after they see Konma locking down the choke. And Nasudo's back on sniper. I think he's pretty determined to get something this time.
Making his way through the shutter, making his way through the kitchen, and doesn't quite have any sightlines on anyone. The scout's going to be jumping up top inside that storeroom. No one spots Nasudo yet. Scout does spot him in the end. Solly is going to come in to back him up, but apart from that, nothing much getting done once again. Divina's going to be peeking around the storeroom though. So many sticks in play. Peeking around the corner, spots the Solly, spots the other sniper, tries to get a headshot but doesn't get it this time. And Uber is still at 100%. I really don't want this to be a 1-0 win, so the Nokorimons, they have to do something about this. Be it just trade or something. Shige's already inside the storeroom, jumping up top on that pile of wooden planks. And just waiting for something to happen. It does look like they're trying to make a push for it. His rocket just clips that wall. And DLLM players seemingly going in, just backing out now. It's just waiting for something to happen, waiting for the sniper to get a pick, I guess.
Ifan's been spamming from catwalk pretty often. I would like to see... Oh, he gets headshot, as I said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see maybe Nokorimon catching Ifan off guard. Maybe they send a Solly with 300 health to enter Saw and jump to catwalk and flank Ifan from behind. Doesn't sound wrong at all. Maybe you can get an easy pick that way. Oh, actually, Rui just walks in and dies. I guess he saw the flank open and tried to go for a cheeky force. Doesn't work out. Shige goes in for the counter side, I guess. Doesn't work out as well. And we're back to where we were 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, so this is really on Nokorimon to actually do something about it. We're going to see Sir9 just peeking in, just making his way. Just tickling the players, just tickling the Japanese players with his scatter shots. But right now, just waiting for something to happen. Ifan is just inside the storeroom, waiting for someone to overextend. He's just hiding behind that corner at the health pack. The moment someone walks past, he may be able to get a pick. But it's the waiting game. He has to wait for someone to come out. His team has to bait someone in. And then he's just waiting around the corner. The demo's going to be right there. He does spot him and he's going to be down. This is going to trigger the jump from Ifan, jumping straight down to the medic. Tries to get the force, but he's going to get bullied back out. And his team are going to start walking in though, so this is what they've been waiting for. Pick up the demo man and start pushing forward. And the Nokorimon are just backing out. No intention to use the Zuma charge with 2 players down. And this midpoint should be going into the hands
of
DLLM.
Are going in?
Contest this. Yeah, they popped the Uber charge really early. And
this is terrible.
Yeah, much better Uber charge.
Nokorimon's all dead. Everyone's dead. Yeah.
Oh dear. That is the... yeah, the medic gonna get air piped by Konma. We got a Solly down behind. And he's gonna be jumping all the way back and getting crated. So this is midpoint into the hands of DLLM. They've got that Uber ad with Takudo spawning in 3 seconds. Gonna have about 25% Uber ad. And yeah, this may be maybe an easy last point push.
Yeah, Nokorimon getting a little impatient, I guess, with I understand they're 1-0 down. They wanna, get something on the board, but it was a pretty questionable Uber. If they wanted to go in, they should have just went in earlier with the Uber so that, oh, Takudo dies to a body shot. Okay.
Oh dear.
Yeah, but Nokorimon just went in too late. Blue team already got the cap, and then they were really late to force Ghosty. So Ghosty had a far superior Uber, like at least 7 seconds of Uber left on Ghosty when Takuto was already out of Uber. So that was a pretty easy cleanup. And DLLM just pushing by the left side, taking a sentry down, focusing NG. I guess they should really get on the demo right now and have a scout bait the point because there's no stickies there. And this should be an easy win for DLLM. Yeah, so it all started from that failed contest into middle with the Uber.
Yeah, because they popped the Uber charge from pretty far away, and then they just slowly walked forward inside. So that's a big shame of what that came out to be, and just Ghosty milked that Uber charge and popped it, and they had a much better one. Once again, Konma's going to reach mid a little bit earlier, and they're going to start spamming each other out. ISO are going to do the exact same thing. You're going to see the scouts already up top. You're going to see Natsudo trying to see if he can get that high ground. He's going to fall down back onto the catwalk, but he's going to regain that high ground. Tries to scatter shot down Sir9. Going to see quite a lot of damage down on the side of the Japanese players. Going to see the Solid Divina's just coming in and picking up players. That's the Demoman, the medic, and everyone down once again for wipe.
Oh, yeah, I found the distraction king, I guess, playing the pocket by actually jumping all the way behind, forcing 2 people to look at him. Takuto was like pretty torn. He didn't know whether to go back or go forward because of Ifan. And Dividends just came in, caught Takuto against the wall and landed 2 easy rockets.
Yeah, Konma already just walking into the last and getting that spawn camp, preventing people from coming up to the left side for them. And they're going to be able to pick up Shinzo. The Demoman's going to be right there. He may get focused down. He's going to have to rotate back around inside spawn. They pop their Uber Charge because they have it, and they have to go to focus down this medic. They do pick him up really clean and really easily. The only person up is going to be ISO and Shige, who has to try his very best to defend this final point, but there's going to be another wipe. And it's just 3-0.
Man, I did not expect this. I mean, I expected DLLM to win this bet, but not in this fashion, you know? I would like to see the Nokorimon go for a more aggressive sync play at middle. They're just reacting to Ifan's bomb. I think they should just, for one middle, just try to commit to the enemy combo and maybe see if something different would work.
So demo spam going to start already. The scout's going to be up top. Going to see Natsudo once again trying to do the exact same thing. Sigariaki is going to do just link up, stay beside his mate, try to see if he can deny those jumpers. We're going to see the Solid once again jumping behind. He's going to get denied this time around, and they're just going to be able to have that one player up. Shige going to get taken down as well. Shinzo going to be at 41 health, grabs this baby health pack, and he's going to have to come back into the fray, and everyone's just going to start getting cleaned up. Natsudo has to do something to defend his teammates, and Konma's going to start spamming out those pipes onto absolutely everybody, and ISO has to stand his ground, 9 health. He has to focus down that medic though, gets a very meaty pipe, but that's not going to be enough. And they just wipe once again on this midpoint.
And once again, not cleaning up the soldiers behind. Right, Ifan got cleaned up really quickly, which is a really good start for Nokorimon. Divinus went in, you know, missed a few shots on Takuto, managed to somehow get away to lower. I guess Red Scouts just missed their shots, which is, you know, that can be improved. And after that, they just didn't keep track of where Divinus was. And Divinus came in, did I think 80 damage to Takuto, and it was just easy cleanup from there because they just focused Takuto, took away the heals from Nokorimon, and then Natsudo and ISO had to go for a last-ditch attempt to kill Ghosty, but they were already prepared for that. And we see another push, full Uber push coming from lower. There's a sentry on the left which hasn't been spotted. Okay, now it's been spotted. It's still up actually, so we might actually see Red hold this.
Okay. Yeah, so they're going to start playing around the point already. The Red players are going to be spawning in and making the way forward to try and defend it. Konma going to get picked up by the scouts, and they're doing a massive cleanup job. They're going to be able to focus down absolutely everyone apart from Ifan as well as Ghosty, and they're already going to start backing out. And this second point is going to go into the hands of Nokorimon, but they are going to get some forward spawns. Kachao Ifan once again going straight forward, trying to see if he can get some sneaky picks. Picks up a Solly at 32 health. He's going to be able to back out and re-link up with that medic. But the scout does intercept him. Takuto is going to be together with his 2 scouts, and the demo man making his way forward as well. Konma going to start spamming out those pipes. They are going to have that recharge ready to go, but if everything goes according to plan, they may be able to grab this mid, possibly pick up the medic as well, but they're just going to start backing out already. Rui's going to be a sniper on mid right now, so that is something that they have to look out for. They have a spy?
Ifan's on heavy, Abe's on spy. I'm pretty surprised they didn't, Nokorimon didn't push 2 scouts. I know they were waiting for spawns, but Konma was just super close to Saw, and you could see the Medi Beam healing Konma, so you know that Ghosty's gonna be just right behind Konma. I feel like if Nokorimon actually just capitalized on that, took 2 scouts in, you know, mid-shot Konma, mid-shot Ghosty, they could be capping mid right now, ready to attack second with their Uber ad, but instead they took too long. So they realized that, you know, we actually lost our advantage, which was, I think, a 60% advantage. Yeah. And they're just waiting for... Oh, actually, they don't even have a spy now, so actually they're just waiting for someone to make a play, I guess. They can't really afford that, you know, 15 minutes, they're 3-0 down. They've definitely looked like the weaker team so far, and Ifan's on heavy, so I think someone Nokorimon is going to have to try something unconventional, because, you know, typical sacks aren't going to work in. If you jump in, you just get denied by the heavy.
Yep, so Ruby's going to be watching from that window as the sniper. Spots the scout up there, gets a body shot, but not enough to kill him. They're going to start spamming them out once again. Demoman going to start tossing those stickies through the window. And they've got that overcharge, as does Ghosty. Ruby's going to get denied by the Solly, and that is going to be the sniper problem. They don't have to worry about that anymore. Demoman ISO just watching both sides, trying to spam once again through that window, tossing out those stickies. But they do have that heavy weapons guy, so that is something that they have to be really careful about. They're just trying to poke forward to see if they can push through that lower lobby, and the heavy weapons guy is just raining down those bullets, so they are aware that there's a heavy weapons guy right now, and they're really going to have to think about how they're going to do this. And they pop.
Oh, they actually dropped the heavy.
Yeah, the Uber is going to get traded inside that storeroom. Much better Uber once again for the side of DLLM. Sigariaki's going to get absolutely destroyed, and once again they're just going to start doing cleanup. It's a big shame. Shige's going to be the only one left alive. They have to recap this second, and Shige's just going back into that that spawn room. And spawners may not come in time. ISO is going to be out, tossing out those sticks on the point, but he's going to go against the entire DLLM. That is pretty much going to be 4-0.
This is going to be a 5-0. I'm going to be so disappointed.
Do you think this would be different if they had Posey?
Yeah, definitely. Posey, Takuto is the main caller for this team, but Posey also makes his calls, and I think Posey overall is just a better soldier than Abe. And Posey also isn't prone to overextending like Abe, so I think this would be a lot closer if they had Posey.
Yep, so we're going to see Shinzo jumping up top once again. He's going to see Dillman just spamming each other out. Shinzo going to be jumping forward. Shige going to be up top as well. There's going to be some solid bombing going on. Divinus once again on that medic, and no one is around to deny him. Everyone is just turning their attention onto him right now, and then he's going to drop 3 players, including the medic. Natsuda going to start making his way back to the front line. The only people up are going to be Senai as well as Ghosty, and the 2 scouts are going to have to cap this mid for the side of the Japanese players.
Yeah, good news is they won the mid, and bad news is they didn't get... Oh, Senai's actually coming in with heals. I don't really like this.
Yeah, the 2 scouts have to work together. Sigariaki did go all the way back into the Soul Room. Natsuda wanting to stand his ground. They do grab this midpoint, but Sernine is just standing there, just eyeing them down. Solly is going to jump forward to try and deter them away, but they are going to have that Ubi charge ready to go, and Takuto does not have his Ubi charge. So this may spark something. Ifan already going to be jumping up top, yet to be spotted, but the demo sticks do manage to catch him. And the medic is going to start healing him out. So now once again going to start leading the charge. Possibly going to be the Uber scout of choice. Nope, it's going to be Ifan. Ifan's going to start walking in once again. Spots that medic with the rocket from clean across. Going to be able to pick him up. And that is not looking up for the side of the Japanese players. Ifan once again going to start jumping forward. The Solis are already in. Divinus going to get taken down. Kacha Ifan not too far behind. Konman going to be right there trying to go demo versus demo. MGE actually whips up that bottle. He's going to get picked up in the end by the, by God knows what, actually. He died to something. And Shige is potentially going to get picked up by Konma with those pipes, but not enough damage. Konma's going to have to back out. They do lose Ghosty. Sernai is going to be on that midpoint. And this may spark a counter push coming in for the side of the Japanese players. Takuto is going to be up well and early compared to Ghosty, so he's going to have about 20% Uber ad. Provided he starts healing people right now. Ghosty's going to start healing his teammates as well. Takuto apparently not healing anyone. He's finally linking up with the rest of his team. And once again, another midpoint fight. There we go. We're just going to see those heavy weapons guys strats again. The scout just walking forward again into everyone. And they're just picking up Takuto time and time again.
Nobody's with Takuto. I watched the entire fight from his POV, and nobody was with Takuto. You have Shige and Abe just jumping around. I felt like they could have gotten a pretty good contest on middle with their forward spawns, because it was Demo and Scout against Takuto and his 2 soldiers. Definitely that was a winnable fight. They could have just maybe kept the point and have the Soli spam lower so that Blue can't contest with their forward spawns, or at least make it difficult for them. But time and time again we just see Takuto dying, and there hasn't been a single leapfrog of Uber in this match.
Yeah.
No, as far as I remember. Oh, I guess the failed last push by Blue. That was the only one. Yeah. But yeah, Takuto has just been dying every time Blue Ubers, every time like Takuto just dies. And so it just makes it easier for Blue to just keep rolling to the next point with Uber ad and just rinse and repeat. So we really haven't seen Nokorimon get any ground on this match whatsoever.
Yeah, so just huge shame. I don't know what's going on. Uber is going to get popped immediately for the side of the DLLM players. You're going to see a scout running straight forward. Rui and Sernai just focusing down that heavy weapons guy. And they're just going to start stacking on the point already. The Soli's trying to do anything at all, but it's going to be a 5-0 first round.
Wow, I don't know. I'm pretty disappointed. I expected Nokorimon to put up more of a fight. Like, credit to DLLM, their mids are really good. Their soldiers did a lot of like sync plays, like a lot of distraction plays, a lot of bombs, that kind of thing, you know. But I think the main thing was the mids, where Nokorimon couldn't react to what DLLM were doing at all. And I felt like DLLM ran the same mid strat, like 4 out of 5 mids, maybe even all 5 mids. Like Ifan bomb in, high bomb, you know, shoot the medic once, go to enemy saw, camp the health pack, and then Divinus comes in and bombs them. Like, there's some mids where they managed to kill Ifan, Divinus went in anyway, and he still got stuff done. Like, you have to expect this as a Div 2 playoff caliber team. You have to expect this. When you see one soldier in, you know that there's gonna be follow-up, because one soldier on a map like Snakewater, I feel a solo bomb isn't that effective. So you have to be ready for the second soldier. Like, when you see the first soldier, clean him up as fast as possible, and then look towards the sky or look in front for the second soldier. You can't just waste your time dilly-dallying, you know, picking up health packs and stuff.
Yeah, so we've got the logs up on the screen right now. 5-0, of course, into the hands of DLLM. Top DPM was Konma with pretty 300 odds. So and they're changing map now, so my logs are gone. But yeah, let me just try to see if I can bring it up really quickly.
Oh, actually, interesting thing is Shige is the pocket instead of Abe. I just realized, like, looking at the heal distribution. Yeah, pretty weird. I mean, it's not weird change, you know, because Abe is a roamer, like he plays roamer, but Shige doesn't have the best DM to play pocket, and he's typically not a very comms heavy person. So when your pocket is quiet, there might be some trouble in coordinating your pushes. So yeah, and I guess, I mean, in general, like, it was a 5-0. It was pretty much a roll. So you can't really pinpoint to someone lost them this game. It was a team effort, but I'm just I don't know. Yeah, that was just my opinion on having Shige on pocket.
Yeah, so hopefully we get to see some comeback action on the second map of the night, which is going to be CP Pro Lands. Everyone's just slowly making their way into the server. For those of you who are just joining us, a very good evening. We've still got the logs up on screen for now, in case you guys want to have a look-see. It is going to be DLLM facing off against Nokorimon. That is, of course, delayed last minute, facing off against Nokorimon. First map of the night was CP Snakewater. It went 5-0 into the hands of DLLM. We will be moving on to the second map of the night, which is going to be CP Pro Lands. And if need be, of course, we will move on into a tiebreaker map, the third map, which will be CP Sunshine. Yeah, so pretty dominant performance coming out for DLLM so far. The Japanese players, of course, on the side of Nokorimon just can't seem to deny the jumpers fast enough, and just, Takuro just keeps dying almost every mid, I think. Takuro died a total of 12 times compared to Ghosties 3, so that is definitely something that shouldn't be happening. You gotta have your players there to help you deny Konma's as well, just dying 3 times, and Sir9 apparently just dying once. Alright.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see Nokorimon prioritize the medic more. Like, take care of your medic, or be earlier to get out, I guess. I think, like, I don't think I've seen a single mid where Nokorimon lost the middle, but Takuto got out alive.
Yeah.
So it just shows, yeah, I mean, sometimes, if you're really not confident of winning the mids and you haven't been winning the mids, and you go one person down immediately, I think the safer call maybe is to just back out, hold second, instead of losing your medic and then getting rolled to last, But obviously, Nokorimon wants to win, so I don't blame them for staying in, trying to duke it out all the way. But sometimes, if the situation calls for it, I think you have to make some changes to your game plan.
Yeah, so we'll be moving on to the second map of the night. Of course, it is going to be CP Pro Lands. Once again, that's just going to have to wait and see how the Nokorimon players perform on this map. I can't quite recall what the map choices were. I think it was Snakewater was the DLLM's choice, or was it the other way around? And then followed by Pro Lands as well as Sunshine were the other team's choice. I can't really recall it. It's up in the forums. Once again, we're gonna have those votes coming in. Currently, we are standing at 60% DLLM with 40% Nokorimon, compared to the pretty dominant choosings earlier on with 71 for DLLM. Yeah, just gonna have to wait for the players to ready up before we can start on CP Pro Lands. This is, of course, going to be a pretty interesting map to see. Mids are going to be pretty interesting this time around. Hopefully we get to see some denial coming up from the Nokorimon players. Hopefully.
Yeah, I do not enjoy Badlands. I'm not sure what the general consensus is among these two teams. But for Badlands, I guess, okay, I'm gonna say, winning middle is so much more important for Badlands, just because it's so hard to push out of last.
Yeah.
Especially since this is Badlands and not Pro Lands. For some reason, well, actually I know the reason, we do not have Pro Lands on AFL servers. So, but yeah, I guess Nokorimon, if they want to have a chance, they have to win the middle and then take it from there. Play slow, play patient. Don't give DLM a chance to push out of last.
Yeah, so they have to play patiently, play a little bit passively, but of course they have to balance it out with that aggro. We can't have another, you know, like 5-minute stalemate. You know, we're there one map down, so they're gonna have to step up the game a little bit. And we are gonna be going live. Gonna follow ISO for his rollout this time around. And once again, this is of course Badlands instead of Proland, so there is that chance for people to bump their head on that that vent area. And we are going to start seeing people make their way to this mid-fight. ISO waiting for his buffs, yet to be buffed once again, so he's not going to be able to do anything, any jumpies, and they are going to start that mid-fight right now. S9 going to be the first one taken out during this mid-fight, apparently. He's going to get taken down. Sigarayaki going to land those scatter shots down. 2 players down, and oh, the direct bomb coming in from Divinus. But DLLM players, man, they're just getting absolutely wiped.
My Japanese Tomodachi. Wow, that was really good. I mean, I saw the first few minutes of... the first few seconds of the mid. Nasudo like 3 shots, Sir 9. Ifan went in, got cleaned up within like, I think he didn't fire all of his rockets, just got cleaned up. The rest of them tried to go for a last stage play on Takuto. Takuto, you know, pretty big brain gamer, hit all the way back in house. Like he was pretty much at platform by the time Blue went on him and managed to survive in the end.
Yep, so this is looking up for the side of Nokorimon, but the medic did survive, so that is going to be something that they have to take in note. They are going to have equal Ubers. We are going to have Sir 9 on that sniper roll, and he is going to be able to pick up Shige, so that is definitely not a good thing for the side of Nokorimon. We are going to see Konma running that loose cannon as well, and that is the Uber going to get popped. Ghosty apparently walking out with Ifan, and Ifan getting cleaned up. And the counter Uber, they're going to start walking in right now. Shige and Shige just spawns in. Shinzo are going to have to start making forward, but there is going to be a sentry gun on the right side yet to be focused down. And there
Nasudo
on the point.
Jesus Christ. Alright, well, I was going to say I didn't really like the re-over from Red because they were pretty far away from the last point and they had to deal with a sentry. So by the time they walked into the last, they wouldn't have Uber to do the sentry. But you know, Nasudo presses W, Badlands last, pretty good strat, I guess.
Yeah, so like the entire DLLM team, they were just rotating around inside the resub, and he just took the opportunity, and midpoint on the way, Konma just lands a meaty sticky down onto ISO. ISO's going to be able to really link up together with his medic, and they're just playing pretty passively on their respective sides. Ifan is currently behind them. He may be spotted out. The scout just comes in, clicks one time, and he's dead. Sir 9 facing off against that Solly. He's not going to be able to clean him up. 3 players down from the side of Nokorimon. The Demoman is possibly going to get cleaned up. The Solly going to be right here. Ooh, the flick coming out from Sir 9, just cleaning up that Solly mid-air. Ghosty's going to get taken out. Takuto.
Did you see how Ghosty died? I didn't see how he died.
No, just got piped apparently.
Okay, well, yeah, I expect to see a Spire contest here. Actually, I expect to see Nokorimon push back to middle with Uber. I don't think DLLM can actually cap second here. Yeah, I guess what happened was like how DLM won the mid was both soldiers went behind, took fights in places where which favored them, like you know the house is pretty soldier biased against scouts. Managed to kill both scouts. So the soldiers created a ton of distraction with Rui I think it was Rui playing the point really well, just capping it, daring anyone to challenge him, and that was how they got the ground.
Yep, so we're going to see the DLM players hanging far back. The Japanese players, they have to move in. They have to capitalize on this Uber ad. Anytime they waste, they're just giving it up. 50% left on that Uber ad. We are going to see Rui up on that sniper row. He's going to start making his way to the front lines. We're going to see Sir 9 grinding the Uber charge out. Are they going to just throw away this Uber ad? No, they're not. The Solly jumps in, but he's going to bump his head. And they have to focus on Ghosty. We want to negate this Uber charge. He's going to have to jump forward. Ghosty does eat a bit of damage, but he's going to be fine. They have to finish him off. Shinzo just reloading and just standing on this area. Ghosty going to have his Uber charge really soon, and they're just going to start walking back in with this Uber charge.
Oh, okay, actually Abe, like I guess Abe just died to force. I guess it's fine if they don't lose anyone here. ISO might die, okay, it's fine. That's actually a back cap from a ×1 roamer. This is not gonna work.
Yeah.
If that was Pain Train, maybe it would have worked, but you know, now they're just throwing lives away. I guess both scouts gonna get cleaned up. Sigaraki's behind them, taking 1v1, and he loses. So yeah, I guess pretty easy Spire push. Like the concept of going for the back cap was fine, but I would like to see, like it didn't, like I felt like Nokorimon didn't know that he was going for the back cap because they just backed out all the way instead of, you know, putting stickies on point, delaying for Shige to back cap, and Shige honestly should have been on Pain Train, I feel.
I don't know, I just feel that the Solly should have just fully committed to going for that medic Ghosty. They had such a huge
I agree actually, And
And
I think if he had one more jump, could have gone for Ghosty, but no, ultimately he didn't. So we're back in this position. It's gonna be even Ubers. Like Red's not gonna push out of this, so it's gonna be even Ubers. I expect to see a Roma sack from lower main. So I'd like to see maybe ISO put Sticky's lower main, and Shige should get ready to sack after ISO kills the Roma.
Got a Pyro in play for the side of the Japanese players. Of course, he's going to be on Uber denial duty, but he's hanging really far back at the sentry gun. Probably just going to try to keep that sentry alive as long as he can. ISO going to eat a bit of spam, but he's going to be fine. The medic's going to be right there. We don't have any offcasting though for the side of DLLM as of yet though, so we may potentially see someone come in for a sack. It does look like iFun is going to be that person making his way forward. Does get spammed out a little bit, and he's just backing out. So as it stands right now, it does look like he's trying to get something done, but he's going to have to go back for more heals. And ISO once again just trying to spam out those people inside the lobby. Dispenser's going to be right there for him to restart. The medic playing down below though. They're pushing out with Pyro? Oh.
Okay, I guess they do trade with the Pyro. Shigaraki backs out. I'm not sure what the purpose of the trade was. I guess they were just trying to catch Konma off guard. But even so, if you get Konma and like Red and Blue doesn't lose anyone and you commit an Uber for it, I think Blue will take that any day. You just wait for Konma to spawn and push last with the full Uber. So I don't really see the point of that. But you know, Blue pop, Red pop, back to even Ubers. One strat I've seen some Australian teams do is when you're holding last, you Uber trade out of last, like what they did, and then your medic switches to crits immediately and you surprise them in lobby with crits. I'm not sure if this is the right situation to do it, but we might see some of these shenanigans once in a while.
iFun makes it in. He's currently behind the point though. Sentry Gun's going to be right there. He's going to get punished for trying to be sneaky. Divinus tries to provide him some covering fire, but he's going to get denied instead. He's going to go face to face against Shige, who currently does not have the high ground, and the spam may be too strong. Shige has to back out. She's not going to be peeking around.
Ghosty pops. Okay.
Oh.
Ghosty pops and Takuto doesn't have it. He's not even close actually, 64%. I guess superior building from Ghosty, just pushing in. I think they don't know that Takuto doesn't have it, so yeah. And I expect Takuto to just push out of last with this once Shigaraki spawns. They should be going out.
I think maybe the Pyro was the one that got the force.
Yeah, the Pyro did get the force, but I'm just pretty surprised he actually went for that.
Yeah, they're gonna start
yeah, Blue will be expecting the Pyro to do more of these weird plays, I guess.
Gonna see Divinus hiding inside that battlement area, waiting for someone to walk out from the upper lobby.
Red seems pretty content with parking the
Holding
boss.
last.
Okay, I mean, they're 1-0 up. It's Badlands last, one of the hardest maps.
Spy.
So, I think he's just checking.
Yeah,
he's checking. Okay, yeah, but Badlands is one of the hardest maps to push out of last, along with Gully Wash.
Yeah, okay. Divinus gets spotted. They've got their recharge. So does Ghosty. Shige's gonna be jumping up, jumping forward, jumping Spire. MGE style. Tries to get that air shot but misses. He's gonna get absolutely denied with the pipe coming from the ground. Konma gonna be able to land that. And I don't know, maybe it would have been more. ISO the sticky traps. iFun just peeking through and just getting absolutely decimated. And they're gonna be one solely down, but they're just gonna start walking straight in. It does look like Konma's gonna be the shiny demoman of choice. They're just going back up into that lobby area. And
I highly doubt this is gonna work.
They're gonna walk straight in.
This is not working.
The medic is gonna be right there. The Pyro doing the massive job of blasting them back out. Denial.
With the Pyro. Alright, Pyro press W. Oh.
No, he's flashing his teammates back on last. And they're just defending this.
2 people go down, yeah. I guess you'll see Nokorimon finally push out. The Pyro dealing a lot of damage to Ghosty. Ghosty's actually like 50 health. Yeah, this is definitely a...
Shige!
Oh, Ghosty!
Comes in from trash, picks up the medic in the demo. Wants to go into that forward resub, but he's going to get denied by that scout. But those are really good picks. The scout going to be fighting each other at the stairs. The two scouts, it does look like they're just going to start rushing last. They don't have anyone watching the point!
Oh my god.
Oh no, ISO, you have to do something. Oh.
It was good to chase Ghosty, I guess. Ghosty was pretty low. Committing a soldier for him was fine, but the rest of your team has to be cohesive when you push out of last, of Badlands last especially. Apparently they weren't. Actually it was a pretty messy fight, so I didn't really catch most of it.
Yeah, they didn't have anyone watching last. I think the moment they picked the medic in the demo, or Soli it was, then they just pushed out without watching last. And we're going to see the double Soli bomb once again. iFun just jumping straight in. He's going to get absolutely denied. Divinus trying to spam out from his side. The Soli's for the side. for the Nokorimon just jumping forward and getting absolutely destroyed. Rui going down as well. 3 players down, including Takudo for the side of the Japanese players. And this is going to be easy midpoint for the side of DLLM, and they're just going to start pushing forward.
Sigaraki's in on the medic. Sigaraki? Oh, doesn't. Oh, Nasudo's in. Kills Sir9. Oh, they might actually. Nasudo might actually distract them long enough. Never mind.
Oh, just eats a pipe with his forehead. And yeah, midpoint going to get
Iso's
capped by
dead as well.
That's a shame.
Dude, come out this BM. Cancer gamer. But yeah, Takudo died really early, and
Yeah.
Nokorimon weren't in a position to go for Ghosty, so it was Ghosty had a pretty easy time at middle, and this is gonna be the same push, except with even Ubers. This time they do have a Pyro and a Sentry. I would like to see ISO run Loose Cannon, but balance last, I would expect to see maybe a Scout push with a Demo in this Uber. Deal with the Sentry, deal with the Pyro, and then play the point, maybe? ISO doesn't have stickies on point, yeah.
Shinzo's still in that forward spawn. So
I don't think this is gonna work, okay.
Yeah, he's probably
They
got
heard him fire rocket. Yeah, they just Uber in.
Yeah, they're just gonna walk straight in. Solly's gonna be right there. IPhone's gonna be shiny. The Pyro just comp blasting them away. Konma may get caught out, but he's gonna get comp blasted back into safety thanks to the Pyro. And he's gonna be at max health. Rui's gonna get taken down, but they're just gonna start walking on the point. Everyone's just standing on those stickies. Konma just tossing out left click, right click, and another one into the face of everybody.
Oh, yeah, that's why I said, well, I don't know if I finished my sentence or not, but ISO not having stickies on last was a mistake.
Yeah.
Because the first scout got so much time, Liot, 2 soldiers to contest him, like the 2 soldiers fell to the ground, and Konma was just completely unchecked in lower main, spamming out stickies at the 2 soldiers, got a lot of damage, and that's how they won.
May see another one of those double solly bombs, and we are going to see iPhone immediately on the medic with the scouts just coming in just in time to defend him. Sir9 walking face first into that demo man. We're going to see Shinzo and Shige getting taken down. That's only 1 player down for the side of, maybe that 2 for the side of DLLM. And the Japanese players, man, they're just giving up on this midpoint. Ooh. ISO running that loose cannon. Trying to see if you can get that double on Konma. Trying to get those sticky snipes on him. ISO at 81 health. The Solly coming from behind! The surfs from Takudo, not enough to bring him to safety and trash. And he's gonna get taken down together with that demo man. And oh dear me, once again, no Uber to defend last.
I feel like Konma could have very easily been caught out there. It was a 4v3 in DLLM's favor, but they are 1 person capping mid. So at the choke front, it was essentially a 3v3 with both teams without Uber. And ISO actually did pretty good damage to Konma and Ghosty. I felt like they could have taken the fight at the choke while blue team was still capping and potentially gotten a pick on Konma or Ghosty.
So
but they didn't, and actually got flanked by a soldier and resub, lost the medic, and they're back at last again.
Yep, once again, iPhone's gonna get shiny. He's gonna be Ubered. Pyro gonna try to see if he can comp blast him away. Just defending that sentry gun for his team. Uber is gonna get faded in the end. Nice air shot coming up, but not enough to kill iPhone, and they're just gonna start moving their way forward. Konma gonna start defending that upper area and that upper lobby. The medic does survive, so Ghosty is gonna be fine. He's gonna be able to re-grind out that Uber charge. But 2 players down for the side of the Japanese team. Rui gonna be spawning in 2 seconds. They do have that Uber charge though, but Divinus is gonna be a sniper. iPhone's gonna be watching the lower flank, so it's gonna be pretty dangerous for them to push out. Once again, they have to have someone watching last.
I think it's fine to not necessarily have one guy push last because of the nature of this map. So you want to have your whole team commit to the push out of last, so to ensure you get the cap. But they just have to make sure they clear everything, clear the flanks. Someone should be watching drop down, or like occasionally looking at it. Someone clearing lower left. Nobody's hiding at trash. You know, all that kind of little check marks that you have to finish. You know, it's like a to-do list when you push out of last. But Nokorimon again have shown that they are content to sit on last. But the last time they were 1-0 up. This time they're 2-1 down.
Yeah.
So I would like to see maybe a spy play or a sniper play, or maybe a pyro Jew play, I don't know, but they have to do something here because sooner or later I think iPhone's gonna park his heavy ass as in heavy weapons guy on Spire and make it really hard to push out of last.
So it's really up on the Nokorimon to do something. We're gonna have Divinus watching the flank as a sniper. And iPhone already gonna double low to trying to see if he can spam out the sentry gun. Stickies are gonna be on the side all over lower lobby. And he picks up ISO. Ooh, that is not looking up for the side of Nokorimon. Divinus once again given free reign to peek around inside the lower lobby. Spots the engineer. All he needs is a body shot, but doesn't quite get the shot down. iPhone once again peeking forward. Conmon doing the exact same thing. Divinus once again trying to get the ping down. Oh! Leg shot onto that engineer, leaving him with 6 health, not dead. And just waiting for something to happen.
Oh, Pyro Uber coming in again. This time both teams trade. Nasudo's backing up lower and
He's
dies.
down, headshot.
I was pretty surprised they didn't trade when ISO died. Demo Man's pretty important on last with the loose cannon and stickies on point especially. But ultimately Nokorimon got impatient. And actually taking a lot of high ground is DLLM on top left here. Just walking in for free. Sentry's not even covering the point. iPhone's in thermal spot right now.
Oh no, he can't shoot
wins
him!
the 1v1. Okay.
Oh, he just has to stand here and just land on the point, but the stickies are there, and he's finally gonna get burnt down by that pyro. They are gonna be 2 players down, one's holding in a scout, but this is probably not gonna spark anything for the side of Nokorimon. They're both solis down, so they're just gonna hang back on last. I don't think they're gonna be able to push out with anything. Oh.
Oh, interesting. Pyro Uber. I think, well, it's been working for them in terms of forcing Ghosty, but I think you have to get Nasudo to back out in the same door as Takuto, maybe by top, like above instead of below, so he can maybe air blast the projectiles while escorting Takuto out, and Takuto will just keep healing him, you know?
Yeah.
But you know, Nasudo died, and yeah, that was that. But we have Abe on Spy. Is he checking? Or is he... Nah, he's checking, okay. Yeah, we're just getting blue balled here by Abe.
Yeah, I want to see a spy play from Nokorimon. I mean, they're hanging on to last. They need that medic pick.
People who have played with me know how much I love spy plays. I mean, it's pretty unexpected, you know. You actually do need a spy play right now, I would say. Oh, actually, iPhone's on NG. Alright, they're not pushing out this last.
Yeah. It's... I don't know.
This is what I mean, man. Like, if you give them too much time to set up, they're just gonna set up a heavy sentry or whatever. But instead, you just have... And actually, this sentry is gonna completely nullify the Pyro Uber if the Nokorimon chooses to Uber the Pyro, and then they kill the Pyro and just push into last with full ad. And iPhone could potentially put his sentry like top left or top right or lower main like Mackie. Yeah, so I hope this has been called out. I assume it has. And I don't think Nokorimon would want to go with the Pyro Uber again.
It's really up on them to get something done. It's 12 minutes and 29 seconds counting down. iPhone is moving his stuff around. He's going to set his sentry down below. The Pyro is going to start coming in. He's finally going to be able to burn that down. And the Uru Pyro does take down that sentry gun, but they haven't used that Uru charge yet though. Conma sticks not enough to take down that Uru charge. Pyro and Pseudo is going to be behind them, and they're potentially just going to pop the Uru charge and walk straight into last.
Ghosty had a very premature pop. Oh my goodness. Alright, that was not supposed to work. Ghosty popped at like 120 health and Conma is at like 150 health. There's no need to pop at all. But somehow he popped. They didn't use their Uber to push into last. They lost 2 people, or 3 people if you include iPhone, and this is actually gonna give Nokorimon a chance to push.
iPhone's teleporter is gonna let them get forwards. They're already gonna be able to go on Spire, and they're just gonna bully Nokorimon back into last. It's frustrating.
Big brain
to watch.
teleporter play. Yeah. Big brain teleporter play. I actually didn't see it, so good thing you called that out. Conma dies on point. They're just making like, alright. They're just flooding with superior numbers, kills Takuto immediately, and iPhone setting up the sentry top right.
Yeah,
come on, go in iPhone. Alright, he's gonna cap. Oh no. Unreal. He set up the sentry top right, like attacker's perspective.
He just flanked.
But Nokorimon was so busy, like 4 people literally chasing the medic lower main, and iPhone just walked on the point. Well, I have nothing to say other than no, I have nothing to say, dude. Take over, man.
Oh boy. But yeah, we are going to be on another mid fight right now. We're going to see ISO start spamming out those stickies. Ooh, landing on that sticky right there. Takuto almost eats that damage. Everyone's going to be right far behind Kachao. iPhone going to get denied first, followed by Sonai. Shige going down as well. Divinus going to get spammed to hell. and it's just going to be Konma and the medic backing out. Rui going to be right there, linking up with the rest of them, and midpoint is going to go into the hands of Nokorimon. Ghosty does survive though, so Ubers are going to be equal for this last point attempted push. They may counter the Spire Cap, but it does look like they're just going to start backing out to last.
Nah, I don't think, yeah, they probably, without soldiers, it's really hard to contest Spire. They had a demo, but I guess a demo and scout isn't really enough against 5 people. Now they're just gonna park the bus on last, Rui on NG, Sernine on Sniper, and no off classes for Nokorimon, I guess. They're just gonna wait. Ifan's actually behind the medic. Oh, Ifan's, never mind, he got spotted. He gets the, oh my goodness, that's not, like, I don't know. Yeah, like, the moment he was caught up, I guess they should have just done a better job of repositioning themselves. Konma gets a 6 sticky trap on the ceiling there, kills 2 people. Yeah, I mean, Nokorimon just being really careless overall. But I know that this team, Nokorimon, tilts pretty easily. In terms of like when things don't go their way, they just start to get really impatient, their comms start getting messy. So this might actually be the tilt in full effect here.
I mean, they were doing so well. The first round went to them so quickly, and like, I don't know what happened. They're just crumbling right now under the pressure from DLLM. They've got their full overcharge. This will be an easy mid for them. Nokorimon still hanging close. They're going to start backing out. The Solly just jumping straight forward. Ifan just bombing straight in. Natsudo going to get picked off. The Solly trying to do something into it. Rupert couple. Okay, he's going to get denied.
Very questionable. Yeah, I have no idea why Abe went in actually. Okay, now they're just gonna roll all the way to second. Takuto's close to Uber, but because Abe died, they can't really contest. Takuto is actually dead.
Get caught out. Ifan's behind them inside the lobby.
Dead.
And they're just all dead. Clean up. Yeah.
Well, alright, this is the last push. No way they screw this up. They don't even have time for an NG. A scout should get Inspire like right now, and the rest push last. Yeah, like, but I think it just snowballed from right. Shige died, but I just like let this last push carry itself out, but yeah, Nokorimon with no heals and no soldier. Their heals just got up, but so I guess maybe DLLM just waiting for Uber at. And from the looks of it, it's gonna be pretty straightforward considering Nokorimon have no pyro, heavy, NG, sniper, whatever. So they're just gonna be a even 6v6 vanilla push, and I expect to see the score to be 4-1.
Yep, so now it's gonna be shiny. Does get double dunk. Konma does get pushed back into choke, but they're just gonna start standing on their point. So many sticks in play though. The right click doesn't do any damage to Sernine. Sernine's gonna be able to get picked up though. Natsudo is gonna get finished off. The only person up is gonna be the medic as well as ISO, trying his very best, and the medic is gonna have to 1v1 Konma, and this is gonna be really tough for him with those sticks there. And 4-1 then.
Yeah, it all came down to losing too many people when they were backing out of mid. Shige got the force, which was really good. Like, trading a roamer for a force is a good thing. Like, in that situation. Abe shouldn't have gone in. If he didn't go in, Takuto could have gotten Uber, re-push into middle with your, at least have one Solly to, you know, cover the distance and to do some splash damage and potentially kill the enemy medic. But instead, Abe died and they had no soldiers up to defend the choke.
Gonna see some aggro coming in from the side of the Nokorimons though. We're gonna see the Solly jumping straight forward. Shige is currently behind them. Spots the Solly, spots the other scout. But he's gonna get taken down, denied. Sernine and Kachao do go down as well. Konma gonna be right there together with his medic. And they're just gonna start walking back. The scout just walking face first. Catches that pipe! Everyone's catching Konma's pipe. We're gonna see the Solly jumping straight in. Divinus gonna go up front. This Konma gonna come way back together to link up with that scout again. The medic is gonna be right there. He's gonna be at 49 health. The scout's still dancing about. These two scouts for the side of the Nokorimons, man, just walking face first. The pistols comes out, and they are gonna be able to pick up the medic as well as the demo man. But 6 minutes and 34 seconds left on the clock for them to pick up 3 rounds. It's possible, but it's gonna be pretty tight based on how they've been playing. Ifan's gonna be on this sniper roll inside trash, but he's gonna start backing out. They've capped mid, and they haven't started capping Spire. Cigara, yeah. He's just backing out again. Alright. With DLLM just giving up Spire. And, yeah.
Yeah, Nokorimon should have seen the sniper because Sigaraki was shooting him. So I expect them to push resub. So the sniper doesn't have very good angles. And this should be a pretty easy point for Nokorimon considering they DLLM are down 1 soldier, but actually Nokorimon just chilling at middle. Like, they have less than 6 minutes to get 3 rounds.
They have that Uber charge.
Yeah, they had like 80% Uber, and it's now 50%. And you can hear DLLM just grinding away. They've been pretty religious about grinding the whole game. Okay, someone does die. Divinus dies in forward. This is actually a reset push here.
Oh, the
But I think DLLM might actually get this by the time... Okay, Abe died.
they need to get that medic. They've lost so many Uber
Oh,
ads.
good pick on Konma.
Nice arrow. He's going to be able to pick up Konma, but 90% into the hands of Ghosty. Shige has to do something, but they're just going to back out. And once again, they're going to have to do recharge to defend last. Takudo will have his Uber charge as well. They didn't have to pop to go in. They are going to be able to grab the Spire. They're already in apparently. Divina is going to be right there. The Uber is going to get popped. Much kiting coming out from Ghosty. And waiting for the Uber to fade. Sticks already tossed onto the point. They're standing on it, trying to get as much cap time as they can. Sticks coming out from ISO. Stacking the point. They have to land those stickies. The medic is going to be right there. And they do a pretty decent job.
Yeah, pretty good. Fast-paced push from Nokorimon, taking advantage of the late blue spawns. Blue had like 2 people spawning late, so they left 1 person to cap. Shige went by lower left, and the rest of the combo pushed in by like the front entrance. And it was a pretty clean push overall.
Yep, so we are 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. It's possible for them to tie this game and bring it into a golden cap, but they're going to have to move really quickly. Konman going to start spamming into the face of Takudo. He does know where he is behind that rock. He's just spamming his stickies there. Takudo going to eat quite a bit of spam. Ghosty does eat some as well. Shige's going to get absolutely denied. Konma landing his pipes potentially on the medic. No, the rollers are still going to be there though. ISO trying to do the exact same thing, but he's going to get spammed out. 13 health. He may get cleaned up with once the Solly just lands that random splash rocket, and they're just going to have to start backing out. They lose ISO, they lose Shige, and midpoint.
Abe is actually behind blue. I think they know Soda is looking for him. Yeah, they definitely know Abe is there. With Abe down and like Abe not in the fight and ISO down, they might actually just take Spire for free.
I mean, we've been seeing
Abe, Takuto's
Shinzo.
Yeah, he's gonna get a bad force. Takuto's gonna get forced. It's gonna be a terrible force, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. They do pop, and they do trade apparently, so Ghosty decides to pop his as well. Sigarki, whatever his name is, he's going to be making his way forward, tries to see if he can get the shot down, but he's going to get picked up. Going to see Ifan coming in, he's going to get cleaned up though with ISO, getting taken down with those arrows, and Takudo going to get picked off as well. It's a big shame, everyone's just dying. Shinzo's going to be right there, trying to see if he can get the pick down to Ghosty, but he's going to get juggled and piped and shot from all across all the other areas. And 17 health. Shinzo is going to make his way back into that lobby. And he is going to survive, but their medic is still alive. Ghosty's going to have that pretty sizable Uber at 46%. And does look like he's thinking of doing something. But
Nokorimon's actually contesting from trash. Nah, this is not going to work. There's too much cap time. Actually, Abe jumps in, gets pretty good ground on Spire, does good damage. They might actually follow up here considering how hurt they are and how much time they have left to win.
They're jumping all the way back.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, Marie's on it.
Yeah, that's one of the dangers, right? If you stay in trash for too long, like someone can go by drop down or go by balcony or go by shutter door and just walk into last for a free cap. So it's just a rock and a hard place. They wanted to contest because of the time, but they also had to play it fast. And I don't think mathematically it's possible for Nokorimon to catch up, but I guess they just want to play it out, you know, get some momentum, get some practice in.
I mean, it's a big shame. I don't know what happened. They're going to lose Takudo immediately, and everyone else apparently. They got no more kills on this front line. Everyone's going to be in the double digits. Iso's the only one up, 7 health, and he's going to get tickled down with a scatter shot. And full wipe on this midpoint. I know everyone. They both teams. I'm pretty sure they already know it's sealed. It's you know, they're not going to be able to come back with just under 2 minutes on the clock, and Konma's already going to make his way into that final point. Excuse me. Ifan's already going to be behind the point. No one spots him yet. He's just going to jump up, get a pick down onto the medic. Once again, Takudo is going to get picked up if Ifan lands his rockets, which he doesn't. And Ifan's going to get taken down instead. Tries to go for the play, but gets denied. But they're going to have to do recharge ready to go. They can just walk into last and bring this to a 6-2 if they want. Pyro's going to be up top though. He's going to see if he can get something done. Try to comp blast them back into that corner. Scout's going to get burnt to a crisp. That's Rui getting barbecued down. Some Japanese barbecue right there. And Natsudo once again just trying to defend this point. 3 players up for the side of DLLM. With Ghosty right there together with Konma. Does look like they're just going to start walking onto the point, tossing out those stickies. Pyro tries to comp blast it into the face of Konma, walking forward, but he's going to be able to get that burn damage down. And defending this final point with Ghosty potentially going for a sneaky play, maybe not. Going to have a once again Ifan on that engineer roll, so it's
the bits are actually going pretty well for Nokorimon at middle, like on this map compared to Snakewater. but they just didn't capitalize on the advantages. Like, these are advantages that you expect a team of their caliber to push off on. Like, you kill the medic at mid, your med survives, like, you know you're full Uber, but you just decide not to push. I don't know. Like, maybe they're afraid, like, I guess some reason I can conjure up is that maybe they're afraid of their high ping Solis not being able to hit rockets, but like, ultimately DLLM didn't win because they had a ping advantage. They won because, like, their mids were better, their Ubers were better, they slightly, like, they outmaneuvered they outmaneuvered the Nokorimon a lot more on the flank, and overall, like, the team was just better. There's, like, no other way to put it.
Yeah, it's just a big shame. Things could have been different, you know, if they had Posey. Things probably would have been different if they had Posey, so it's a bit of a shame that he wasn't able to make an appearance. But yeah, second map goes to DLLM 5-2. Nokorimon do, you know, they were able to grab those 2 points on the scoreboard. And it's just, I don't know, they had some pretty good mids, but apart, you know, compared to the first map, it was a pretty good improvement. But they just started, you know, dying. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I can only attribute this to, I guess, like, they were really not cohesive, especially, like, those transition pushes, the part where, you know, like, the most significant part being Abe going in, shooting players who are Ubered and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess maybe the nerves or, like, emotions getting to them a bit. I wouldn't expect Nokorimon to make these kind of mistakes, you know, especially since they're a team that is on the cusp of getting into Div 1. Like, they have some pretty good players overall, like ISO, Nasudo, they're very solid players. Shige really has experience, you know. Takuto won Div 3 last season, all that kind of stuff. Shigaraki is very stable, but I just felt like Nokorimon overall, they just didn't seem to be on the same page, and the individual decision making at times was also a bit suspicious. Not suspicious, sorry, suspect. Yeah. Yeah.
Like the times where the Soli just jumped in for no apparent reason, just dying. Oh, it's a big shame. It's a big shame we didn't get to see, like, a closer game, I would say. You know, like, given the fact that these are the current rank 2 and rank 3. I guess, you know, partially or whatever that word is, you know, partially reason, you know, the reason is that Posey wasn't there, you know, to play with them, to keep them in line, that kind of stuff. But we got logs up on screen once again. Top damager is going to be Konma, 382 DPM. Top fragger is going to be Konma once again, 33 kills. Oof, lots of frags coming from Konma, lots of damage coming out. Shige gonna be the top damager for the side of Nokorimon, 267 DPM and 7.8 thousand damage, with Divinus at 7.3. So despite Nokorimon having their players pumping out more damage, they just weren't able to do much with that. So that's just, I don't know what it is about that.
Yeah, there was one time they got backcapped, so like that doesn't really show up on the stats.
Yeah.
I just think, like, overall it's just team play, you know. I can't, okay, like Conrad, like, did 382 DPM, so without his stellar performance, you know, he went 33 and 8, so without his performance it would have been a lot closer. But I just feel in general it was a team effort. Nokorimon didn't push off team advantages, kept bleeding when you're not supposed to bleed. Their Uber trades were worse, you know. All these are like team mistakes. It's not having one person dying every time or feeding every time, you know. So I just felt like there's a clear difference in standard between these two teams.
Well, it's, you know, it's not the end of the road for Nokorimon. They just, you know, despite losing the upper bracket, they will be pushed down into the lower bracket. They will be given, you know, a second chance. They will face off against the other team that gets pushed down for the potential chance of clawing their way back up into that spot for the grand final. So a bit of a shame that they weren't able to put their best foot forward, and they just, you know, just crumbled just while facing DLLM. But yeah, DLLM currently coming out really, really strong tonight. They're going to be able to grab both maps, CP Snakewater 5-0 and CP Badlands, CP Prolands 5-2. That's going to solidify their spot in the upper bracket. They're going to stay there. They're going to face the winner of the previous semifinals for the upper bracket. And we're just going to have to see how things play through. For those of you who are just joining us, a bit of a shame. We have concluded tonight's cast. It didn't go to a tiebreaker map, so we are just going to be CP Snakewater as well as ProLance with DLLM taking both maps. Nokorimon, of course, putting on a pretty good show. They put on a decent show. They had some pretty good plays as well, but a bit of a shame that they weren't able to follow through with all those plays. So we will see if there are any more casts coming in this week. We've yet to see any of the other teams arrange stuff as of yet. So we're just going to have to see how things play out over the weekend. It is the first week of the playoffs, so you're going to see some other matches potentially happening over Saturday as well as Sunday. Yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for tonight. So before we close off, Harvey, do you have any shoutouts?
Yeah, shout out to the Japanese TF2 scene. I have lots of friends there, and I think there's a lot of things to improve on, but I think there are also positives I can take away.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Oxford team name. Shout out to Augustine, Terrence, Pure Servers. Shout out to Seraph, who tagged me in chat, so I assume he's asking for a shout out. And shout out to Steph.
Shout out to everyone currently hanging out inside Twitch chat. Shout out to all the new followers I think we got potentially. Yeah, we got a couple of nice
1,000 followers, Alex.
Oof, we hit 1,000, the big 1K. Yeah, I know we're supposed to do a giveaway when we hit 1K, but we won't do it today, because it's a casting day, and we don't do giveaways on casting days. But it's fine, we'll do it next time when we have a regular stream, I guess. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you all for hanging out. Yeah, hope you all have a good night. Thank you for hanging out inside Twitch chat, for watching these two teams perform for the Div 2 upper bracket, and see you guys soon for more AFC.